What's up, brother? I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
What's up, Howie? I can't hear Frank you. I can hear you though.
What up, man? What
What's
up,
going
though?
on? Where you at now?
I'm in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Stone Mountain, Georgia. Hand of the Ku Klux Klan, baby.
JD, what up, baby?
Hey, what's happening?
What up,
Yeah,
baby?
Out there burning crosses and stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out here shooting people driving in cars, baby. We doing it.
Well, you know how I mean, maybe 50, 60 years ago they did that. Stone Mountain ain't the same now.
Yeah, no, it ain't the same now. They just moved Stone Mountain to other places.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
All right. I don't know what's I don't know what's going on, man. I
You look muted.
You look muted.
You look muted.
Yeah,
Everybody got jokes. Everybody got jokes. I love the jokes. You know me, man. I love the jokes. Well, we got a lot to talk about, though. We got a lot to cover. So
let's go.
I'm gonna put you up, man, and let's see if we can get through some of these things that I did for a couple of days, and then we weren't able to cover some of these things. First things up, man. I want to talk about John Harbaugh getting fired. I do want to talk about that, but hold up. Before I talk about that situation, Howie, let me talk about something that just jumped off today, and then we'll jump into the John Harbaugh situation. Desmond Williams Jr., a quarterback, got dropped by his agent today. His agent, Doug Harrison, in the wake of the former QB announcing that he's entering the transfer portal. He announced on Tuesday, the days after he signed the contract, literally a couple of days, he signed a contract in the mid $4 million range to return to the Huskies for the 2026 season. His agent got upset with him. His agent walked away, and his agent let him go. Now, Howie, I think you can read between the lines like I can, and I'm sure the agent got really pissed off because that check, that percentage of that check was coming to him. And then he got upset saying, you know what, now you want to transfer after that? I gotta get my money back. You know what I mean? I think that's what the bottom line is, Howie. I think that's the bottom line. What's your take, Howie Bell?
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, it's all about money. Nobody get emotional of this, over just merit.
Yeah, right.
I don't think anybody gets emotional over merit. It was all about money. Right. You know what I'm saying? And these agents, man, and all these people think they can control your life too. That's another thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make a decision or go against it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, at the end of the day, bro, get your bag or do whatever decisions you want to make. We live in a world now where people just don't give a damn anymore. So you got to kind of go off of your own feelings, man, at this point. I mean, your own people that are around you and in your ear.
I agree with that part. Mo is in the building. Mo, how you doing, sir? How's everything?
I'm all right, man. How you guys doing?
All right, you look a little sick. I hope you get a little bit better. Better.
Hey, Mo, you want to borrow this?
I got one. If I had some pants on, I get up and when I'm finished. So the guy shouldn't have got the portal that the agent is saying. He left him. But you know how I feel about the NCAA. You know how I feel about agents. Agents, they ain't too far from them. They've been raping them forever.
Yeah.
Ever. So I feel like, listen, this is time to get your retribution. Say we overcharging them for what they did to the Cold Crush.
There it is. Mo said it finally. He said it perfectly. Jay, what's your take on this, bro?
I mean, it's just young boys, man, who really got to learn the lesson on how to conduct business now. I mean, that's how I'm taking it. Because the agents are the one dealing with the schools or the collectives or the people, the businesses, that's giving the NIL stuff. And they're saying, I represent this person. And whatever deal we come to, then, you can rest assured that we got a deal. Especially when you sign a contract. Right. When the contract is signed, there should be no more discussion after that, right? That's like me and Howie, we boys, right? I send Howie somewhere on my name, and Howie go in and act the goddamn fool on my name.
Right.
You think me and Howie still be? You think we still good after that?
Right.
I mean, we might be good, but it ain't gonna be the same. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So agents gotta be able to walk into the schools and or any other business and and be able to operate on good faith. Like
Right.
everything is based upon operating within good faith. And if you can't operate in good faith, there is no business, ain't nobody touching you. You are radioactive. And I think the agent had to walk away because he's like, bro, this is basic. No, we discussed this. You said I like this deal. You signed the deal, and the next day you do this. I can't deal with that.
Yeah, yeah. You hit the nail on it perfectly, bro. You hit the nail on it perfectly. All right, let's talk about the biggest story in sports for the week, man. We got to, man. John Harbaugh got fired by the Baltimore Ravens. Howie, I know you remember me saying weeks ago that he was gonna get fired. I know you remember me saying it. I know you remember me saying that he was on
You
the
did.
hot seat. I said it several times. And I said it, but I still was shocked about it. I ain't gonna lie. I still shocked about John Harbaugh getting fired by the Baltimore Ravens. Howie Bell, how you looking at this, man? You on time? Too late? Too early? What's your point? What's your thought?
I damn near think we all said that he was done. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't get back, to at least to the playoffs. You know what? It may be a year too late, man. You know what I'm saying? They should have kind of been did this. He just does not mesh with what's going on there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if they even know what's going on there in Baltimore, bro. You got arguably one of the best quarterbacks of our time living right now, and you can't do nothing with it. That's a little sad, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
especially
That's
after
a
the last
little
four
sad.
seasons. Yeah, after the last 4 seasons, you keep making mistakes. You don't
Yeah,
stick to what you're trying to do. You
yeah. I mean,
go you're a running team, and then you want to become passing team in the playoffs. You made four
yeah.
mistakes 4 years in a row. Like, yeah,
Yeah, man. I mean, we can blame the kicker all we want, but that's just a microcosm, you know what I'm saying, of what's been happening, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I mean, they just been coming up short.
right.
It just is what it is, man. I mean, Detroit could use a offensive coordinator at this point, but I don't know if Jim Harbaugh is willing to do that. I don't even know if he's a fit over there. But hey, man, time moves
Mhm.
on.
Okay, but Howie, before I move on, who do you think they should get to replace him? Who's your candidate? That you think Baltimore out
I
of
don't
all the
even
names.
know I don't even know who's available to replace him. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of coaches out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know. I know what they let go the guy from Miami too, right?
Yep, Mike
Yep.
McDaniel. Yep, yep.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do. He should, like I've been saying by him, he should just go retire and work for Apple or somebody. I don't even think he can coach. But
We're
that's
going to
me.
talk about Mike McDaniel in a second. We're going to get to that in a second. We're going to get to that in a second.
But yeah, so I don't
Because
even know who the Ravens could even replace Harbaugh with. So that's a
okay,
tough question. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's available. I don't know who's out there.
okay. For the record, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Mike McDaniel should go to the Baltimore Ravens. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Mike McDaniel should go to the New York Giants. That's where I'm gonna go. And I think Brian Flores should go to the Baltimore Ravens. That's what I think. You know what I mean? That's those are my two picks. Mo, you got your team out there, Mo, sitting out there. But before we talk about your New York Giants, Mo, John Harbaugh got fired by the Baltimore Ravens. What's your take on this, Mo? How you feeling?
Man, we've been saying this last season when we were doing this show about how they screwed up and he should be fired. And then when we were talking about football during basketball season, the first thing we say is if he don't get to the finals and win, he gonna be fired. We knew he was gone. It's
Mm-hmm.
time. It's down. I'm not gonna say it's too late because the NFL is so fickle. You could be the worst team this year and then the Super Bowl contender and Super Bowl champion the next year. Literally, we've seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Lamar is still a great player, man. But as far as coaches who should be in Baltimore, Brian Flores is a good pick. I was watching ESPN, and they were talking about how the defensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks is going to be going out there looking for a job. A lot of these young kids that were great coordinators have turned out to be some pretty decent head coaches. So watch out for that too.
All right, let me see what Jay is talking about. Jay, what's your thoughts on this, man? You got John Harbaugh after 18 seasons with the Baltimore Ravens. He literally had 4 years in a row where he had disappointing losses with Lamar Jackson, who's now just completed his 8th season. And 4 years in a row, you had disappointing losses. Again, I can't stress that enough. 4 years in a row. What's your take on this, Jay? How are you looking at it?
I mean, sometimes you're just unlucky. I don't think he's a bad coach. But you got to blame somebody, right?
Right.
And You know, he's the man that up top, which means everything that happens, he's responsible for, you know, in some shape or fashion. I'm like chocolate on this. I feel like that there's some kind of like conspiracy going on. You know, like the Giants have been so terrible for so long that I think they might have just got him out of Baltimore, you know, to come make the Giants viable again. And if he takes the Giants job, I'm gonna be convinced that the only reason he got let go, you know, was to rebuild the Giants. But outside of that, bro, I mean, in terms of like hiring people, like I'm upset, bro, because I'm hearing that both my coordinators are being interviewed for jobs right now. And you know, in Jacksonville, my DC and my OC are already being called in, man. You know, to apply for head coaching jobs. And I love them boys, man. We only had them 1 year, so
Welcome to the club.
I might be like Howie next year, bro.
Welcome to the club.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So who you got filling in for the Baltimore Ravens as a head coach?
Who makes sense?
Right.
The defense is terrible, but they need an offensive-minded head coach. And I don't know who that is right now, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's jump on the other side of the table. Howie Bell, let's jump on the other side of the table. We got to talk about Mike McDaniels. Mike McDaniels, literally in 4 seasons for the Miami Dolphins, his first 2, he took the Miami Dolphins to the playoffs. The last 2, which people aren't mentioning, his team was riddled with a lot of injuries, tons of injuries. And guess what? Miami Dolphins didn't even do well. Once Tua got hurt, y'all remember when Tua got severely hurt on the field and everything else? You know,
Which time?
Yeah, that's true. He got
He
hurt.
could. I was gonna say a couple times.
Yeah, but right now, you know, like Jay said, somebody at the top got to take the fall for it and everything else. How you feeling about Mike McDaniels being let go from Miami Dolphins, and who do you think will replace him?
Mike McDaniels, you know, it's something about that guy. I don't know what it is. He's just not a football guy to me. And we keep making him that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how he even got to the pro level, to be honest. I think that he would have been college at best. And he's just not a football-minded person. I think he's intelligent. I think he's a smart guy. But I don't think he's a football guy. And I think that those first 2 years was just beginner's luck, and now it's like you got to really calculate. I don't care what kind of injuries you have. Everybody has injuries. All of us have injuries. Injuries are part of the game. So for you to sit here and you can't blame that. If that's the case, the Detroit Lions, we've had injuries plagued for the last 2 years. Plus a bonehead coach that keep going for it on 4th down. He's not smart either. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they do good in their areas, but they're not smart guys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just, I don't know, McVay. I don't know, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think he should just go and just, you know.
All right,
You know what I'm saying?
He make a good OC somewhere, I think, man. But, you know, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? He does have a creepy kind of nature to him.
Weird. He's a weirdo.
He seems like the kind of dude, man, you know, they pay women thousands of dollars, you know, to mail their dirty drawers to him.
Absolutely.
All right, before I move on, let me ask you this. And I'm going to ask each one of you all this question. You got the Ravens looking for a head coach, the Giants, the Browns, the Dolphins, the Bucks, the Cowboys. You got a lot of which team do you think is going, which guy is going to go where? You know what I mean? Do you think the Giants, the Browns, Dolphins, Bucks, Cowboys, or Jets is going to get Mike McDaniel or Harbaugh? Which one do you think, Howie Bell?
I can see the Jets. I know they just got, you know, boy, I can see the Jets making a move with either one of those guys, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I also could see the Giants making a move too. Either one of the New York teams I could see making a move. You know, because New York can't be down for too long. You gotta understand, it's New York City, man. That market, bro, and that place has to have a winner at some point in football. You know what I'm saying? So they got to figure that part out. So I can see New York being interested, either one of those teams being interested in either one of those guys. Okay. Outside of that, I really don't see, you know what I'm saying, a lot of excitement around either one of them, to be honest. I just don't see it.
Well, I got him coming from
Mo, same question for you, Mo. What you think?
What you say?
Mike McDaniels, I don't see him as a head coach for about another 2 or 3 years.
Really?
Yeah. I see him going somewhere, becoming the OC, You know what I'm saying? He's a decent offensive coordinator. He can fix things up on an offense somewhere that needs him. He could be a great OC in New York, decent OC in Baltimore. He can go to Washington. They need an OC. You know, there's a few places that need mess around and wind up being. I don't know about Kansas City. Do they need an OC or not? But, you know, Jacksonville, they lose their OC. He might wind up down there as an OC. So I don't see him coaching for a few years. I just don't see it. I think it's too much turmoil going on that behind him. He needs to just lay low and prove himself again. Harbaugh, I do not want to see him in New York. I'm sorry. I never was convinced on him as a head coach, even when he won. I'm not convinced on him. I'm sorry. But where he would land in New York, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, but what about Vegas?
No, okay. Yeah, there's Vegas is the opportunity too. Jay, you got, like I said, you got the Ravens, you got the Giants, you got the Browns, Dolphins, Bucks, Cowboys, Jets. Harbaugh or McDaniel land in any of those spots that you see?
I mean, the Jets still got Aaron Glenn, don't they?
Yeah.
But he's supposed to be have his head on the chopping block any day.
This year one, man, you can't fire that dude after the first year you trade away all these goddamn players. That would be dumb as hell.
Jay, I agree with you, but you do know Jim Harbaugh getting fired made a whole lot of owners.
Nah, bro. That again, this goes back to good faith operations. You cannot hire a dude to leave a job, to take a job with you. You trade away all his assets, leave him with nothing, and then you fire him because he didn't win? That's dumb as hell.
And you know what they did too? They fired Jim Caldwell with a winning record from the Lions, bro. Let me tell you something, man. These people, they diabolical. They'll let Aaron Glenn go in a year, bro.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, that wouldn't make any sense at all to do that with the Jets.
But that's what they would do. That's how stupid they are.
They would do. They would
the
do.
Giants, the Giants make sense. The Raiders make sense because that's a storied franchise. But I don't know if he makes sense for the Raider culture.
Who
you know what I'm saying? You know, because that's a wild fan base, bro. So they need somebody more like Dan Campbell to be their head coach.
When you say
you know what I'm saying?
He isn't who? He isn't who? Who you talking about?
In Harbaugh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't think Harbaugh, you know, makes a lot of sense for the Raiders, even though he'd be good for them. I don't think he fits the culture of what they do. Dude, it's like 8 jobs open right now.
Right.
So, I mean, he could land anywhere. You know, where they need structure and like a good foundation to build on. I don't know where he ends up, man. You know, but as for McDaniel makes a lot of sense in Atlanta, bro. They already got the running back. He is a genius at running the ball. He's a genius at scheming wide receivers open. And if he goes to Atlanta in a terrible division, he makes sense to me over there.
He makes sense. He doesn't make sense in Atlanta, but I wouldn't be mad at him. I ain't gonna be honest. I wouldn't be mad at him if he landed as the head coach for the Giants, because the Giants got that rookie QB and that rookie running back, and those boys were you know, they had something in there. They had something.
They both fugazi, bro. They both fugazi.
I don't know.
You're building your franchise around those two.
They about to. The Giants are about to. They about to. We'll see. We'll see.
Build around the defense.
Yeah, Howie Bell, you up, man? Howie, let me ask you this question, Howie Bell. What do you think's going on with Brian Flores? Because I just saw a news report an hour ago that Brian Flores is interviewing for the Baltimore Ravens head coach job. I saw that today. What you think, Howie Bell?
Hey, man, you know, I like Brian Flores, actually, you know what I mean? But, I mean, you know, is he going to get that job? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or is he
get any job?
Yeah, he could get any job. You know what I mean? But I don't know if is that the right fit for him? Baltimore Ravens? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got a great quarterback, though, so they got a foundation. But, you know, I don't know, man. Like it's like Mo said, it's unpredictable from season to season. You can be one way and be a strong way, and be short. So I don't really know what's a good fit for anybody anymore. I think it's because people want to go in with this stuff already ready-made and already tailored for you. You gotta put some kind of work in, like Jay saying about Aaron Glenn. That would be so dumb for them to put him in there for a year and then let him go. But these are the type of things that the league is doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Okay, let me ask Mo. Mo, do you like the fit with Brian Flores with the Baltimore Ravens?
No, I like the fit with Brian Flores with the New York Giants. Like JD said, we ain't don't build around that offense. Build around that defense like we've always done. You know what I'm saying? We've had decent offense, but we've always had killer defense. Every Super Bowl we had was won by what? Killer defense. That's a New York thing. That's an NFC East thing. DC, come on, man. No, bring in an OC like a Mike McDaniels to handle them young kids, to show them how to run plays and to do that thing. Like I said, I don't see Mike McDaniels coaching, but him as an OC somewhere on a contender or a team that gets the first round bye or something like that, yes.
Okay, all right. Jay, Brian Flores interviewing for the Baltimore Ravens. You like the fit?
Yeah, because defense was where they were most deficient this year.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to, and understand what he's done. Can you name a defensive star on Minnesota?
Not at all.
And yet they like one of the best defenses in the whole league.
Yeah.
He knows how to scheme to make average dudes be spectacular.
That's true.
So Baltimore got some good pieces. So to me, he makes a lot of sense in Baltimore. He got the quarterback that he didn't have in Miami when he didn't want Tua. They kept Tua, got rid of him.
And he
How's
was right.
that working out?
And he was right. And
He was correct.
You're right.
Yeah, he was right.
He was correct. He was absolutely correct in saying, I can't win with this guy over here. Get me somebody else. So, listen, I trust that guy, man, to make the right decision. So, to me, honestly, he makes sense anywhere he goes because he's just that good of a coach. But Baltimore would get behind him and they give him the organizational stability that he would need, to build a long-time contender because, they don't get off coaches like that. I mean, Baltimore is a lot like Pittsburgh when it comes to that.
Right, 100%. Howie Bell, I saw a question today, and I wanted to ask all of you all this question before I talked about the NBA, before I dive into that. Are teams hamstringing their playoff chances in a salary cap league by paying premiums for quarterbacks? Or is it too difficult in the modern NFL to build a competitive roster around a quarterback playing on a premium salary? And or what you think? Do you think you hear the question?
So the question is, should you build around a quarterback with a premium salary?
The question is, are teams hamstringing their playoff chances on a salary cap league? You pay your quarterback so much money, too much money, you don't have enough money to get the other pieces around you. Is basically, are teams hamstringing their playoff chances? Because when you do that, you turn into the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? You turn into, you go down a list of teams. You turn into teams because you're paying so much money to the QB. Do you think that's one of the reasons?
But hasn't that been going on for like decades though? Haven't organizations been overspending on certain players forever? This is the reason why that certain organizations haven't won titles or they haven't been playoff contenders in any sport, to be honest. Excuse me, because they pay too much to one or two particular players. That's around all of the sports, I think, especially in football. They overpay quarterbacks, of course, and quarterback goes down. Now you stuck with, Boo Boo Joe off the bench. You know what I'm saying? That's been holding the clipboard. From Utah State, you know what I'm saying, who don't even really want to play. He just want to get into coaching his damn self. So you just into those. This has been going on for the longest, bro. The only teams that manage to do well with that are the ones that find the balance and find the good athletes that are willing to take those pay cuts or willing to say, nah, put some of that money back into, the cap, and so we can get some players, or we can pick up a defensive lineman, or pick up another DB, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You need unselfish people to do that, because other than that, people take the bag. Look how many quarterbacks took the bag, an enormous amount of bag. We always talk about your boy from the Raiders. What's his name? Russell? Not Russell. Was
DeMarcus Russell?
Jamarcus Russell?
Jamarcus Russell. Yeah. We always talk about him because he got the biggest bag of them all, was a bust. You know what I mean? But that's been happening for a long time, man. So the only way that can be fixed is if you run into a situation where people are unselfish. And in this day and age, you never know when that the hell that's going to happen, bro. People taking the bag and they running.
Tom Brady's the only one I know who didn't do that. You know what I mean? Everybody else is taking a huge bag. Everybody's doing it. Mo, the question is, are teams hamstringing their playoff chances in the salary cap league by paying premiums for quarterback? Is it too difficult for the modern NFL to build a competitive roster today with the way the salary cap's built today? Is it too difficult for them to build around a quarterback paying a premium salary? Look at literally Lamar Jackson's contract. Look at Patrick Mahomes' quarterback. So and guess what? Both of those teams aren't in the playoffs right now as we speak. What you think, Mo?
But Mahomes got his. If he never goes back again, he still got his, and he got his bag. Sometimes you listen. Sometimes we pay the wrong people. Teams do that. Everybody's paying. It's all a gamble. Are you paying the right person? Are you got the right culture to be paying this person to bring in other people willing to play for less? You know what I'm saying? Like the Patriots did forever.
Yeah, but Mo, you got to remember this too, Mo. Remember this too. Tyreek Hill was trying to get a contract. They didn't pay him. Tyreek Hill left. Yeah, they won one Super Bowl after he left, but they could have ran it back to back, probably 3 in a row if Tyreek Hill, just that one player would have, if they were able to pay him.
They won one without him.
Yep, and then they lost two.
But how many did he win without them?
Yeah, true. But they lost the next two without him. So
listen, this whole money thing, man. I don't. Yeah, it's difficult to build. I mean, listen, they give you what, $500 on one of them football apps to build a team, and the quarterback costs $250. It's always gonna be hard to build around them, man. You just gotta, you gotta finagle the bagel. You gotta be able to hustle. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to buy for one, sell for two, and if you can buy for 25 and sell for two, and you getting a good deal, then you better make it. It's all a hustle, baby.
Here it is. Jay, what you take on this, bro? What you think about this?
This is what I think. The great Arsenio Hall, I saw say years ago, he said, most people think they have all the answers. He said, I'm not sure I know what the question is. Right?
Right.
So I said that to say this. As long as we frame the salary cap as if it's some kind of thing that nothing can be done about, the salary cap is imposed by the owners. If the owners wanted to pay more money, they could make phone calls a day and text and expand the salary cap right now and give up more of their cut. But they ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
So they make it seem like it's the players that's being greedy, right? The players got to split that money. It's a 65-man roster times 32. The owners only splitting their bag 32 ways. And they get money on top of that. So they make it seem like the salary cap, it's the players that's the problem because they're taking too much of the salary cap. The salary cap is the problem, right? I mean, let's start with that. Now, as a filmmaker, going back, to the quarterback question, the one person I never haggle with when I'm making a movie is the sound person. Because if your movie sound is messed up and it's trash, I don't care how beautiful you shoot it, it's unwatchable.
Yeah.
It is absolutely unwatchable. That person is immeasurable.
Yeah.
In the NFL, the sound guy is the quarterback. Because if you got that quarterback, you pay that guy because he gonna make everything else work on the set or on the field. So no, I don't think they pay him too much. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay him what they're worth. And they're the CEO of the organization. Everybody else, they can come and go, but that quarterback is hard to lay your hands on.
And you know what, man? I want to know. I would be really interested to know what old boy for the Ravens got paid to quarterback, and he was just a administrator at best when Ray Lewis and them boys won them chips.
Dilfer?
No, at the Ravens. Who was their quarterback when
Trent Dilfer?
Trent Dilfer. I thought you said indifferent. Trent Dilfer. Yes.
Yeah.
How much did he get paid?
Well, Howie, that was 25 years ago.
I get it, but it's still I get it, but the relevancy is still there. He got paid.
But he was a backup though.
Amount.
He was a backup. The starter got hurt.
Yeah, the starter got hurt. It was backup. So
it was Tony Banks who was a starter, I think.
Tony Banks.
Yeah.
How much did Tony Banks get paid?
Can we talk about another team? Can we talk about another team Super Bowl? Why we gotta talk about that one?
What's wrong with the Ravens, man?
Because they beat the dog snot out the Giants in the Super Bowl. They beat the Cujo saliva out them boys, man.
The Giants beat Minnesota 44-0. We ran through the NFC and we were the. Can we talk about somebody else?
The only reason, Frank, I'm sorry, but the only reason I brought that up is still parity is still there. Even if he was the backup, but what did Banks get paid? My thing was that team spent a lot of money on Suggs, Ray
All right.
Lewis, and them boys.
All right, Howard, let's move on because we got too much to talk
Yeah.
about. So talk about those old dudes. All right, so let me jump into the next thing. Here's the crazy part that I want to talk about. A couple of days ago, we were talking about Trae Young getting traded and his possibility of getting traded. Howie Bell, Trae Young does get traded. He shocks a lot of us because he requests to get traded to the Washington Wizards. But then I dived into it, man. Washington Wizards have potential. They have potential to be able to be put together a good team in the next 2 or 3 years, but I still don't think it's possible, but they have potential. It's out there. What's your take on this, Howie Bell, on Trae Young getting traded to the Wizards, and why do you think he'd request to get traded to the Wizards?
I think the Wizards got that bag for him. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna give him the best deal he can ever get. Come over here and help us rebuild and turn this into what we think it could be. You know what I'm saying? And he probably already had conversations. You know, they be having backdoor conversations before this stuff comes public. They've offered him something.
Mm-hmm.
They've said, hey, man, come here to the Wizards. Dog, we got you. You know what I'm saying? They got all that. Got these DC hoes here waiting on you. Come on, man. We got you, music.
We got a go-go band waiting for you at the airport.
We got all that for you, baby. Come on up here, Trae Young. We're going to keep you young. He's offered a good situation, man.
Yeah. Okay. And Mo, what's your take on this Trae Young getting traded to the Washington Wizards? How you look at it?
I don't know. I was kind of bugged out when I heard he was going to Washington. I thought this was going to be like a mega blockbuster 3-team trade. It was just Atlanta and Washington. It's like you going from bad to worse. You going, doesn't matter which team you go to. Neither one of them are going to win anything no time soon. I feel bad for C.J. McCullough. He can't just get out of purgatory. He just stuck. He just stuck in between. It's just terrible. Him and DC. DC got some pretty good hairstylists. I don't know who got better, Atlanta or DC. I hope DC got something to help him with his perm. You know what I'm saying? Because that might be why he going down. They smoke a lot of Sherm down there, so maybe he was smoking one of them wet ones and like, I'm coming down here.
You say you're a dope fiend?
You got the mange, man.
Look at his head. He look like he be smoking. Look like he be smoking PCP out in the streets for days, smoking leak.
You ever see the dog with the mange?
Yeah.
The views and the expressions made by these dudes is not by humor.
It needs some mange powder, dog. That's all.
I really don't like Trae Young. When he done in New York, he just took cash.
Oh yeah. Shit. He tore y'all ass up too.
If I get a chance to dog and Trae Young, I'm gonna take it.
Comedians is not by humor bill, not by a long shot.
Hey, he need to take a page out of your boy from the Celtics book when he cut all his shit off. What's my man?
Word up. But he like sitting with big ears, dog. It ain't gonna work the same.
I swear to God, his head look like Edith Bunker from all my.
Yeah.
Jay, what's your take on this, bro? How you look at Trae Young getting traded to the Wizards?
Hey, when you step to the side, what kind of move is that called? It's a lateral move. It's a lateral move.
Yeah.
Listen, all Trae Young wanted to do was like, can I put my shots up? Yeah, okay. And the money had to match. McCullough McCullough makes a lot of money. He has an expiring contract, and the Hawks had a chance to get Trae Young off their books, and they got some good young guards down there. Mm-hmm. And Trae Young, he's a 5'11" point guard who takes a lot of shots. He's not a high percentage shooter. He can't guard anybody. So, and he's looking for a max deal. You know what I'm saying? And the Hawks are saying, man, listen, man, we done lost enough this Atlanta. These are black people down there, Southern black people, so they ain't buying tickets if we ain't winning. So we got to at least try. DC was like, we ain't never won nothing. We always been terrible. All we gotta do is just have somebody, that's a name on the billboard, and we can sell tickets to the game. That's all. They ain't even trying to win, and he ain't trying to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one way of definitely looking at it. So I was gonna ask you all, will Trae Young ever get you an NBA championship? But we all know he ain't. So I ain't even gonna bother asking that question.
Not by himself, no.
Nah.
So my next question is, Howie Bell, should any team, and I mean any team, trade for Anthony Davis before the trade deadline?
That's funny. Yeah, I think there's some teams out there that could trade for him. I think they worried about his health. You know what I mean? I think that's the overall thing. People don't want to spin the bag on him, and they don't know he's going to be available. And I think that that's the biggest thing with Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? But should somebody trade for him? Yeah, he might should go to the Wizards with Trey Young. I don't
They go. This the go, dog.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, hey, we tossing it up.
Sardines and pork and beans.
Right. So, hey, man, hey, look, go for it, man. If somebody can need him, I think it's very limited who's willing to deal with that. But, hey, I think somebody's out there that can get him.
I think so too. So, Bo, do you think that any team should trade for Anthony Davis before the trade deadline? I saw that question today posed on Yahoo. I was like, and then they gave me a breakdown on why not one team should. You know what I mean? Because he hasn't played a half a season. Forget about a full season.
Yeah.
He hasn't played a half a season in 4 seasons. So, you know,
nobody should trade for him. And if he does wind up in Washington, they only brought him down there so they could transfer some of the hair from his eyebrows
to Trey Young. The main package.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Jay, what you think? Should any team trade for Anthony Davis for the trade deadline?
Yes, there is one team that should trade for Anthony Davis. That is the A team. He can drive the van. That's the only thing he healthy enough to do, bro. The A team is the only team he fit to work, to play for, do anything for right now. I wouldn't trade Anthony Davis for nothing in the world right now, bro.
You wouldn't trade him for a pack of gum and a Snicker bar.
Not even.
All right, so we figured that out. Before I talk about the next couple of subjects that I got written up here, I want to ask you all the top 5 rankings, like the power rankings in the NBA teams. And how you got your top 5 ready? Give me your top 5 power rankings, because power rankings have shifted the last couple of days.
Yeah,
that's
week,
tough, bro.
OKC is 7-6 in the last 13 games.
Yeah.
So the power rankings should have shifted. Howie Bell, give me your top 5 power rank NBA teams right now.
I don't know if I can put them in order. Is that okay? But okay. OKC is still there in the power rankings. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to say 5, I would put them at 5. You know what I'm saying? But the Spurs are in there. I don't know where to place them at. The New York Knicks are in there. The Detroit Pistons are in there. There's a 5th spot there somewhere that's a toss-up. You got Houston lingering around, and you still got the Wizards. No, just bullshit. But you got... But you still got some competitiveness, man, in the East. I think Cleveland is still lingering a little bit. And so, you know, as far as top 5, let me repeat that again. I'm going to go OKC. I'm going to put Houston in there, San Antonio. Then I'm going to say the Knicks and the Pistons with Cleveland kind of hanging around.
Okay. All right, Mo, what's your top 5 power rankings?
I mean, I had this down yesterday. Of course, yeah, OKC, even though they've been going through some things, you know how I say, pimps go through shit like this from time to time.
It's no sometimes, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's just things like that happen. Houston's in there. The Lakers, I got them in there. Of course, my Knicks, and can't leave out Detroit. Honorable mention, Celtics, even though I don't want to. But they get an honorable mention.
Jay, give me your power rankings on your NBA top 5 teams.
Hey, in the words of Ric Flair, to beat a man, you gotta beat the man. Woo! Right. So OKC still number 1. They still got the best record in the league. Yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, that's where people gotta, you know, keep things in the proper perspective. I mean, they've still only lost 7 games all year. Right. I got OKC. I like the Pistons at number 2 right now. I mean, them boys, they young, they hungry, they out here doing it. Number 3. I'm gonna go Spurs because they done slapped the shit out of OKC a couple times this year already.
Yeah,
3 times. You
know what I mean? Yeah. And number 4, I'm going Knicks because they beat the Spurs. And number 5, this is my sleeper, bro. Them Denver Nuggets. Do not sleep on them Nuggets.
Okay. Now the reason why I want to talk about the power rankings, Howie Bell, is because OKC is 7-6 in the last 13 weeks. And I saw a question today. The question I saw it yesterday, is what level of concern should OKC be since they're 7-6 after their incredible start, and the 3 losses to the Spurs seem closer than to the Pack. So are we overlooking the San Antonio Spurs, and are we giving too much credit to the OKC Thunder? Howie Bell.
Could be a combination. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think people are overlooking the Spurs at all. But I think that we may kind of used to OKC being so good that we expected them to win every damn game, and that's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's a little bit of, we didn't really underestimate the Spurs, but we kind of giving OKC too much credit. So it's like in there. But Houston's still in that mix. Denver, of course, is still in that mix. And the Lakers, the West is tough. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as I'm concerned, man, OKC is just fine. But I tell you this, the Spurs is in that ass. If they get into a 7-game series, man, I got to put my money on the Spurs, bro.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Styles make fights.
Yeah. Because the Spurs are probably the best team that matches up with OKC in the entire league. So,
but can't beat the Knicks.
Can't beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
Styles,
and that's why the Pistons gonna win it all.
Mo, give me your thought process on the question that I just asked about. Are we concerned about the OKC Thunder? Are we overlooking the San Antonio Spurs? All that. What's your take, Mo?
I'm gonna say this: San Antonio Spurs, OKC, and New York. They've been kind of going, crazy with their wins and losses, especially to like weak teams. What's the one thing they all got in common? They all played for the cup. They played those extra games. So I think it's just they all a little bit off. Just like when a player goes into the home run derby and he wins the home run derby, and then for the next few weeks or a month or so, he can't hit shit.
Yep, swing is off.
It throws you off. And a lot of teams are doing right now is that time of the year when people go into slumps. You just a few weeks before the All-Star break, you've been playing consistent basketball. You know what I'm saying? You've been grinding out, and they throw this cup thing in there too, which kind of throws things off. I think after the All-Star break, cats get some rest, shit goes back to normal.
All right. Jay, what's your take on that?
Man, hey, man, listen. That's like telling somebody, hey, man, you messing up. I mean, you only look, you got the hardest job in the world, but you're only successful at it 82% of the time. Come on, bro.
Right.
It's a ridiculous argument. Dude, they have won 82% of their games.
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about.
Right.
I mean, I think people was kind of putting them up there, with the all-time Bulls team and that all-time Warriors team, but they ain't that, man. These dudes are way younger than those teams were. And they're not, and they're just realizing now because they're defending champs. When you come in the gym, baby, you getting their best shot.
Every night.
Yeah, you they championship, especially Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't go in Charlotte. Hey, they get paid too.
Yeah.
They've been playing ball their whole lives too. So they just got to get the right mindset to understand what's at stake. But what it tells me is that the record didn't really matter that much to them. They just focus on, doing enough to get in the playoffs. And
which brings me up to my next point I was going to bring, Howie Bell. The Knicks are in a serious slump since winning the NBA Cup. Mo touched on it a little bit. The Knicks are looking at this. Here's what was written on Yahoo Sports. They've taken a dramatic and dire turn during what's now a 5-game losing streak, the team's longest since February 2024. And in that downturn, the Knicks are looking at the standings, looking up to the standings. Actually, I think they overtook back the Celtics and everything else. But here we go. The Knicks, since losing Josh Hart, they're sitting there saying that they have to have a DEFCON team meeting right now. So is there major concern about the New York Knicks since they are, trying to get out of that slump since Josh Hart got hurt, are they overlooking Josh Hart? Are they? I mean, there's a whole lot of things going on with the New York Knicks, but they're not playing New York Knicks basketball the way they were at the start of the season. What's your take on this, Howie Bell?
I think Brunson needs to flop more. He's not flopping enough. He needs to get down and get more flops going, and he bring that game back to where the glory is. No, Knicks will be all right, man. They'll be all right. I don't worry about this Hart thing right now. You got to remember too, it's a long way to go in the season too. It's a long way left, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put too much on that. I think the Knicks will be primed and ready, man, especially come playoffs.
Okay, that's good. Good take. Good take. The Knicks fan, talk to me, Mo.
Well, I'm gonna say it's two things. First of all, lately they've been playing stagnant basketball. You know what I'm saying? Brunson's been doing a whole lot of dribbling again. You know what I'm saying? The ball hasn't been moving. They just started moving it last night when they beat the Clippers. Number two, when we lost Tibbs, we lost our defense. That's what always kept us in the game. I'm not saying we should have kept Tibbs, but we got to keep that defensive presence. They're not doing it. The night we played Detroit, I could have drove a truck through the line, through the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was just driving through the middle. I'm surprised the coach didn't go into the game and drive one through the middle. Bickerstaff. I'm saying like that defense is not there. It's not what it needs to be. But like I always say, pimps go through shit like this from time to time. They're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel it.
All right, Jay, what's your take on this, man? Should we be concerned about the Knicks?
Nah. I mean, you know, like I told you, man, I don't really care about records until like end of February, March, because we don't know what's really what until after the All-Star break. But going 5-5 out of the last 10, I can get that, but I think there's a reason for that. Josh Hart is hurt.
Right.
I mean, you know, Josh Hart is the Energizer Bunny for them. So, you know, losing that, it matters. But going 500, I mean, you know, listen. It's like, you know, it's like Mo said, pimp go through some shit sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? 100%. It's going to happen like that.
100%. Let me bring up Howie Bell. Howie Bell, I got another question for another team. It's in the East that looks like we overlook every now and then. Actually, we've been overlooking for this team all season long. And the question is, Howie Bell, are we overlooking the Philadelphia 76ers? Because according to statistics, they have the best backcourt in the league, you know, according to stats. So are we overlooking the Philadelphia 76ers?
I have. I ain't gonna lie. I have not been paying attention to the Philadelphia 76ers. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't been making no steam, you know, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? I mean, their whole makeup to me is iffy all the time, every season. So I don't think nobody is sitting there going, what's going on with the Sixers? You know what I'm saying? Because they, you know what I'm saying? They just haven't made no noise like that. You know, Joel Embiid and that whole situation that's fickle stuff. I mean, people just kind of like, put them on the back burner. But they may be making some noise, but who knows? I don't know.
All right. Mo, Paul George is back. He's making some noise. VJ Edgecomb is doing some work. People are overlooking that you know, honestly, people are overlooking the fact that VJ Edgecomb might get Rookie of the Year because he's balling out. But again, that brings up this, Mo. Are we overlooking the Philadelphia 76ers?
No, I don't think we overlook it. You just don't give a damn. Because we know eventually it's gonna all fall apart. That's what happened. What movie is that? When it was, oh man, not Goodfellas, Bronx Tale. And Sonny them were at the racetrack betting on a horse, and then this one dude came in and he was like the bad luck dude.
Yeah.
They all just threw their tickets away because they knew no matter what, when he bet on something, everybody loses. That's the Sixers. No matter
It's like
what.
D. Jones.
They gonna lose.
D. Jones catches sprays out here. Wow. Wow.
The other shit was funny.
Somebody gonna have to let us know.
We know the Sixers are gonna lose. No matter how good they get or how good they seem to be. And listen, they look pretty good too. Shit, they beat the Knicks not too long ago, but they ain't gonna pull it off.
All right.
They're the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
Ooh. Jay,
I think you gave him too much credit. I don't even think that
he decided to join the show because he heard his name called out.
Yo, that's crazy.
First of all, I haven't bet all year, okay? I haven't bet all year. That's number one. Number two, Howie, I love the hoodie, dog. That is beautiful. Number three, Jay, you look like Lawrence Fishburne from Higher Learning. I never knew that. I never knew it. And number one, Mo been sick since the Pistons whooped the Knicks' ass.
You know what? I'm getting a little bit tired of you with your shit. All right, even though he did play like a pussy, he did. That's why I couldn't say nothing. But I'm like, you got yours.
That's hilarious, D. That was hilarious. I knew you covered. I knew you was gonna cover it with a straight one. That was hilarious. You made me lose my place, man.
Ask him what he think about. Ask him what he think about the Sixers.
Yeah, D,
I'm with Howie. I ain't. No. I do like Maxey though. Maxey is he might
balling.
Be top 5 in the East.
He balling, bro.
He top 5 in the East, man. Maxey is balling.
According to stats, Maxey and VJ got the best backcourt in the league according to NBA stats.
I believe
Yeah.
it. I believe Maxey's cold, man.
Yeah.
He a bucket. He a walking bucket.
Yeah. So you're not overlooking. So according to you ain't overlooking the Sixers then.
I mean, Joel Embiid's gonna give you one good game a month, and then Paul George he'll be hurt before Valentine's Day. So
correct.
I ain't really worried.
Yeah.
Embiid might be hurt too.
Yeah, I give you that. Yeah. The reason why I wanted to bring it up is because Paul George is playing right now. Joel Embiid is playing right now with VJ and with what's his name. They all are playing right now together. You know what I mean? So
it's okay. It's one beast. It's one beast in the East, and we all know who that is. Okay.
Yeah, Mr.
We're not worried about nothing. We're not worried about it.
I give you that. All right, so let me ask Jay what he think about. Jay, what you think about, Jay?
Not only am I looking past them, I got Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder eyes. I can't even see them ninjas. Listen, I got Stevie Wonder eyes with cataracts on top of them. Listen, they ain't going nowhere this year, bro. Embiid's too unhealthy. But I mean, that backcourt is tough, man. But it ain't gonna be enough, to like get them over the top, come playoff time. So I'm not looking past them. I just don't think they're good enough right now.
All right, let me get this last one in, and I'm gonna start it off. Howie. Bold prediction in the NBA. What's the bold prediction in the NBA? My bold prediction in the NBA is simple. OKC ain't making the finals because they can't get past San Antonio. That's my bold prediction. It's not too bold now because San Antonio beat them 3 straight. And not that only did they beat them 3 straight, they whooped their ass 3 straight times. They blew them out. So that goes to tell you. That's my bold prediction because everybody thinks that OKC's making to the finals and going to win. My bold prediction is they ain't even going to get past San Antonio. So, and I wouldn't have said that a month ago. But now, this is where we are. One bold prediction from each of you all, and it's got to be a bold prediction. Don't give me something that we all can see. Give me a bold prediction. Howie Bell, you go first.
My bold prediction is that the Detroit Pistons will not only make the finals, but win in 6.
Okay, that's a bold prediction. I like that. That's a bold prediction. I like that. Okay, so let me ask Mo. Give me your bold prediction, Mo.
My bold prediction is that the Detroit Pistons get the number 1 seed. The Celtics fall down and get the last seed, and they beat the Pistons in the first round of playoffs.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay.
Ooh.
That ain't gonna happen.
Let me ask D. Jones. A bold prediction, D. Jones.
The Detroit Pistons get Lord Marketing and take them to the next level, and we can compete with OKC.
So you think OKC's making it to the finals? You got OKC in the finals?
Well, I got Detroit trading for Lauren Marketing. That's the bold prediction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is a bold prediction. That is very bold. Very bold. Jake, give me your bold prediction. Give me your bold.
the Lakers make a move before the trade deadline. LeBron Ramon James Sr. wins the NBA championship, drops his pants in the court, say y'all can kiss my ass, and he retires.
I gotta say that's definitely a bold prediction there. I like that. Okay, let me look at the time. All right, I got one more question for you all. Let me go to my time. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just throw this out there. I don't know if you all heard, but in NFL, Rome Odunze decided he's going to be able to play versus the Packers. Is that going to change anybody's prediction?
Well, he decided.
Huh?
He decided.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he decided because I don't think he was as bad as everybody said, but that's just my wording. You know what I mean? Howie Bell, Rome Odunze is going to play of the Chicago Bears. I don't know if you had Chicago or the Packers, but he's going to play this week. And when he plays, there is definitely a difference when the Bears have him on the field. There's a difference.
Yeah,
What's the take, Howie Bell?
There is a difference. There is a difference. This game to me is going to be the worst playoff game of the whole first round. I just don't think it's going to be
hard for you.
Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be a good game though overall. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm really, trying to figure out who to root for. You know what I'm saying? In this particular game, I think the Bears will pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Especially with him on the field, to answer your question. But I just don't see it making a big difference if he's there or not.
All right, that's one way to look at that. How you look at this, Mo?
Hey.
He hate Nate.
Yeah.
Hey.
No hate.
Yeah, I got Chicago taking it anyway. It doesn't matter if he's there or not. I got Chicago beat the dog piss out of Green Bay, and Green Bay gonna get whooped on for real. That's gonna be the
I see. Before he was gonna be playing, I thought it was gonna be a tighter game. I wasn't sure, but now if he's playing to me, I think it's not even gonna be close. D Jones, talk to me, D Jones. Is it gonna be what you think?
This game gonna come down whoever got the ball last. This is gonna be a close game. I think every playoff game in this first round is gonna be close. Even the Panthers and the Rams. I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm picking the home team.
Okay, all right. Jay, would you talk to me? Who you got?
Not one, not two, no, but two of Howie's division foes is in the playoffs playing each other. Let that sink in. Two of them, they playing each other, right? Ain't but 4 teams in the division. 2 of them playing each other. Now, this depends upon, in regards to Rome, what level of ready to play is he? Is he like Dr. J 70s Afro healthy, or is he Trae Young healthy?
Yeah.
Because if he Trae Young Afro healthy, man, they might get their ass beat by the Packers, bro.
Yeah, great possibility. All right, looking at the time, let me get ready to roll this up out of here. Howie Bell, thank you for joining us from where it looks like. Where you at, Howie? What's going on in your world? Tell us how they.
Man, I'm here. I'm in Stone Mountain, Georgia. I'm getting ready to go do a show actually in Conyers, Georgia, with my man Fredo Davis. We getting ready to go do some good stuff, some good funny stuff tonight, man. So I'm still down here in the Atlanta area, man. Love all y'all. All my ATL people, holla at me. I'm still down here.
There it is. Mo, tell everybody how they can follow you.
MOE_comic on Instagram. And this Saturday, once again, I will be at the Boston City Winery down in North Station with the best of the Boston Comedy Festival.
There it is. And D Jones, I hope you ain't losing too much money up there. Wherever you at, how can we follow you?
Well, right now I'm at the wrong gas station in the wrong part of the city, so I'm about to go. You can watch. I'm gonna watch the Lakers. LeBron is gonna flop so hard he's gonna break his back. And that's all I got to say about that.
How will you follow you, D Jones?
313 D Jones.
There it is. And Jay, filmmaker Jay Hayes, tell everybody out there how they can follow you, bro.
Follow me at JD Hayes at fan base. And how we going from Stone Mountain to Conyers is like leaving a Klan rally to go to a neo-Nazi convention.
He ain't lying.
The analogies up here, boy. I love them. Name the so-called box seats, y'all. We out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Friday.
Friday.
We got to do the playoff recap one more time and pick the games. Wild card weekend starts Saturday morning, bright and early. We're going to give you our picks. We're going to do all that. Thank y'all
Let's
for
do it.
watching. We'll see y'all. Peace.